So this is a bit of a travel story. About 5 years ago, I started a business with my partner, designing, it's a bit of a mouthful, landmine clearance robots. Anyway, just get past it. Because that's not what the story's really about. It's more about the traveling that came with it. We've obviously been to some crazy places and seen some crazy things. But shortly after starting the business, we got hired by a think tank in Geneva to go around and do some consulting for them and tell them how to better, basically go take a look at how people are doing it around the world and tell us what we're missing, what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong. Get some fresh eyes on the problem. Most of the people have been doing it for 20 years. Anyway. So, they pretty much say, we're going to send you around to all these different places where we're clearing landmines. And that involves basically places that have or at the moment might be having a war going on. So, the guy basically rips through, we're going to send you over to, Bosnia, Croatia, Thailand, Cambodia, and waits for it. Afghanistan. This is in 2004, 2005 somewhere. There's a war going on. There's an election coming up, so forth. And he was almost kind of fucking with us to sort of tell us that, because we're just a couple of young guys who have no idea, never been in the military, never done any of this stuff. We have no idea what we're getting ourselves into. And next thing you know, we're going to a hot war zone and seeing what's going on. So they give us this, big stack of plane tickets and fly us off, and we're getting paid consulting fees, and it's all very fun. So we go to Afghanistan, and we see what's going on over there, and we have a few extra days to kind of screw around, and we go out shopping. And you don't just kind of walk around and just go out shopping. There's a lot of security things going on. And we go out to the two main streets, are Chicken Street and Flower Street, and we go shopping. We buy a bunch of, we get some Afghan rugs, and we go into a store, and they have some old war antiques left over from the different wars that Afghanistan has been through. Basically, everyone's been through and messed the place up. I buy an old bayonet from a Kalashnikov rifle. It's basically just a knife. Sam, though, buys for about $8 to $10 this old flintlock pistol. Beautiful pearl inlays, flintlock. Doesn't really work, at least we don't think. And, I'm saying to the guy at the shop, well, don't we need some kind of paperwork for this? And he scribbles something on a blue piece of paper and sends us on our way. Just kind of giggling like, stupid-ass Americans. So we go back to the guest house we're staying at and show them, all the great stuff we bought. And they kind of take a look at this old pistol, and they're like, yeah, you guys are fucking idiots. Do you have any idea, what your chances are of getting this out of the country? You're good, and of course, this is our first stop. So we're going off to Thailand, Cambodia, and all those other places. You guys, are going to be thrown into the deepest, darkest, terrible, you're going to prison. Somewhere along the line, it's just, that's how it's going to work. You're not getting this thing out of the country. It's going to be a fucking mess. So we're like, okay, well, we'll see what we can do. I mean, we can only talk our way out of so much. We get to the airport, we're walking out, they scan our bags. Of course, you see it go through, see a big pistol, in the bag. The guy looks up and he says, "You have rugs?" It turns out there's $1 tax per rug. I don't have any Afghan money. I have to go change some money. I get some money. I give the guy a couple bucks. We have our rugs. We're off. We get to Dubai, right? I mean, the pistol, not an issue. It never came up. The rugs were. We get to Dubai. The thing scans through. Of course, there's an awkward moment. Stop. Guy, they call out the sheik. The sheik takes a look at it, touches it to his forehead, and he's like, it's beautiful. He's like, it is good. You may take it. We're going around. We go to Thailand. I go through nothing to declare. Sam goes through something to declare. I don't see him for an hour. I'm like, fuck. And he's got the plane tickets and the phone numbers. I don't know where we're going. We're fucked. Anyway, he comes back and he's like, I don't want to tell you what happened. But that was an hour of my life I don't ever want to talk about. Anyway, that was that. We're off doing our thing. Finally, we're at Heathrow, flying out. Guy comes up to us, bomb squad, flak vest, color, X-ray of the bag, old flintlock. We have to go out to the tarmac, show it to him. It's okay. At the end of the day, Like they kind of talk through it. And I'll go a little over. Anyway, so, they get us back on the plane and it's okay. After, somehow we've never ended up in prison in this whole mess. We fly back to JFK, get off. He writes down on their antique gun. It's the whole thing. Walking right through customs on the way out. The guy takes one look at the form. Does it, nothing. No look, no nothing, just go on through. And we're home. And it's sitting on his bookshelf. That's my story.